on the west side and move to the bridge portion of the program at 10 a.m. So 9:30 is when they'll set up. 10, then by 10 they'll be at the Officer McCray-Raw Bridge to do the ceremony there, and then they'll continue on to the memorial down on North Pittsburgh Street. Just real quickly, the committee was formed a volunteer committee led by Judy Keller to finally bring back the honor roll, Connellsville honor roll here in the city. We've had several meetings to discuss everything. First hurdle we have to get over is where can we put this in the city. So I know that Judy had put it out there of taking ideas, because that's the thing is where can we put it, what available land is available for it to us to create this property. We definitely would like it around Crawford Avenue so it's visible and accessible. So I just want to thank Judy because she is going like gangbusters doing the research, calling. So I know that when this is going to be a successful thing, because she's not giving up on it and she's going at it. And I know once we can secure the property that we're going to finally have an honor roll, because to me I think it's one thing that the city definitely needs. Every other municipality around us has one, beautiful honor rolls, and we definitely need to have it where families can have their loved ones honored with their names on an honor roll to thank them and for their service to our country. So if you have thoughts, you want to give your 2 cents on this, or land or anything, please reach out to the city. You can hit up our city clerk. He's a part of the committee, and we can relay it on to Judy, and we can keep moving forward with this. We're hoping to secure the area, and then we can start doing fundraising to pay for it, because it's going to be a costly thing. So with that, city clerk, do you vote?
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Approve the minutes from our last January meeting. Be it resolved by the City Council, City of Connellsville, approve the minutes from the January 15th, 2019 City Council meeting. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. And waive the 4-day resolution rule. Did we put that thing on there for the fish thing?
It's underneath. Melissa?
Okay. Did he bring the letter in?
No.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to waive the 4-day resolution rule to allow for items submitted after the 4-day rule to be read at the meeting tonight. Such resolutions will be marked with an asterisk. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Okay, we're going to go into the Police Department report. Right. Our chief cannot make it tonight. His son plays for the Connellsville hockey team. Tonight's their last home game before they start the playoffs next week. I'm very excited for them. They actually earned a home playoff game, so hopefully when they release the schedule that we can get the Connellsville community can head out to the ice mine and cheer them on, because that's a pretty big deal for our hockey team. They've come a long way since the beginning, and they have a very, very good team. They have the top defense in their division, so it's pretty exciting to see how good they're doing. So I will read the report. They brought in a total of $4,331.21 in fines. They answered 271 complaints, issued 42 traffic citations. They put 7,500 miles on the vehicle. It's been busy. I know that just talking to the chief on some of the things that we've been getting into, they've been very, very busy. He just wanted me to remind everyone that parking in the fire lane will get you ticketed. And it seems it's not working, and we're going to continue, and based on they looking at right now it's a $10 fine but most likely that's going to go, and we're going to increase that until people learn not to park in the fire lane and block entrances to our businesses. And that's at Martin's and at Cash Saver, and we just got to learn. There's plenty of parking. There's plenty of parking to park your vehicle in a parking spot. If you want to drop somebody off, let them go in, go park in a parking spot. That's the way to do it, but not to sit there, turn your vehicle off, because you are going to get ticketed. And he's on the ball on that. Let me just tell you that. I think we probably have already hit our parking ticket budgeted for the year already in January. So we're going to continue to do that until we can get the community to understand that that fire lane isn't, just please don't park in the fire lane. I wish he was here, he could tell you. But moving on to our patrolman, Garlic has gone like gangbusters, going after funding for this K-9 unit. We should be finding out here in the next couple weeks if we were successful in getting the Ben Roethlisberger grant to help purchase the K-9. We got 3 grants tonight that he's applying for. I know that he's already raised over $5,000 himself with getting sponsorships. Just thanking the local businesses here. I know that just recently that the Bud Murphys have donated $1,000 to this, so I want to thank them. There's a whole list, so I'm going to forget everybody else. So thank you to everyone who's donated so far. I know, once Tyler gets this, I mean, it's going to be an amazing thing for the city to have him, because he is so on top of this and ready to go, and I just think we're going to be so much safer. And I know that the chief did tell me that he's had conversations with the school district, that they're definitely on board. They're going to figure out the funding, how they're able to help us with funding for the dog, because they have to go with their solicitor and legally figure out how they can do that. But they definitely are on board to be a partnership with the city with this, because it's only going to benefit the school district big time with this dog. And I'm very excited to see this continue on and see where we are with it. So with that, I'm just going to read these grants. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant Tyler Garlic permission to apply for the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Grant. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Mayor Lambert?
Yes. This is for the National Association of Chiefs Police K-9 Matching Grant. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant Tyler Garlic permission to apply for the National Association of Chiefs a Police K-9 Matching Grant. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Mayor Lambert?
Yes. The last one to Tyler, and I just want to thank Tyler so much. I mean, he really is dedicated to this. So he's been a wonderful addition to the police department. Believe me, he is. And some of us here could attest to that. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant Tyler Garlic permission to apply for the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency Grant. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lambert?
Yes.
I'm going to the judge.
No, just read until PDM program.
Right there.
Yeah, just read it there. You're good.
Thank you. See. All right, this is to deal with hazard mitigation grant program, because lucky for our city clerk that PIMA's informed us that we should be going after some more homes in the floodplain here in the city. So we actually have individuals that are interested and most likely want to get into the program. So we're going to start this process all over again. And I know our city clerk is so excited for this. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville that Vernon Oler, City Clerk, is hereby authorized to execute for and in behalf of the City of Connellsville, a public entity established under the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, all required forms and documents for the purpose of obtaining financial assistance for the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program or the Pre-Disaster Mitigation Program. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
You know, this is a wonderful thing that Pima wants us to do. You know, they brought it to our attention. We sent letters out to homes down in Dutch Bottom, 7th Street,
Yeah, that's 2 areas.
just to 2 areas, and those areas are because there was repetitive damage occurred from flooding. And this is a positive program, because their goal is to get your home, humans and homes out of a floodplain, so we don't have to worry about them during a God forbid flood that we have here on a more it's a more occurring basis now with our weather that's been happening. So I still, is it still available, or is it closed now, or can you
No,
still,
I can
you
still, the
get
grant
in?
does not have to be in till May 26th. We roughly have about a dozen people right now, dozen homes. that are
And
Drawn
do you know how many letters were sent out? Do you remember?
38.
So 38.
Yeah.
If you're on the fence and you're still thinking about it, I'm telling you, please call. The city is just looking out for the best interest of the resident. We can't do anything with the property. It's be green space. It's just the same thing. They're not looking to anything, believe me. We just would rather not have to deal with that during a
I
flood.
could real easily root the other way.
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, believe me.
Yeah.
I know we don't want to lose the tax revenue and what we will lose.
One more lot of grass to cut.
Yes. I agree with that, but other side is, you know, every time we get to 12 feet, the yacht gets to 12 feet, we have New Haven hoses down with their pumps down at 7th Street pumping basements because they flood every single time. So it's like, we'd love to eliminate that and not have to worry about people having to do that, so. But anyhow, it's still open. If you're interested, on the fence, call. Believe me, he's
Any questions, please, yes.
yeah, he's an expert on this, and if he doesn't have it, believe me, we
You
have
are. You
Pima
are,
on the speed dial to
unfortunately.
answer those questions, and we can get that in writing, whatever it would take for you to consider it. Believe me, it's a positive, not a negative, and it's, you know, it's a fair market value for your home. And that's the thing is,
In a
And you can
floodplain.
pull out anytime.
yes,
You don't
it's not,
have-
it's a
you're not
voluntary
locked in.
program. You're not locked in until you sign on the day of the closing. Okay, city clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan?
Yes.
Councilman McKee?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. All right. Oh, and you know, one last thing before I get into reminders. You know, one thing we battle here in the city is we have companies that send their employees into here to try to get you to change your gas, way your gas is delivered to your home or your power. Most of the time, they don't show. They just show up and they don't get their peddler's permit, and we run them out of town. It's a constant battle, non-stop, constant battle, and we take it serious. And our police chief, believe me, blood boils over when we start getting calls and they didn't come and do, because it's all we want them to do is come to City Hall, fill out the form, and it's an easy process. But I will say that IGS Energy has applied for a peddler's permit, and they have approval to have their employees come into the city, knock on doors, and it's good from the 18th of February to the 18th of February of 2020. So you have a year peddler's permit. So if somebody from IGS shows up to your door, they legitimately have a peddler's permit to do business here. The only thing that they are restricted from doing is using aggressive sales tactics to sell their products. You don't have to show them your bill, ever. You don't have to do anything that you do not want to do. If you feel that you don't want to talk to them, just tell them thank you for their time, close the door, and they will go on their way. But they are legally allowed here, because I know when they start, we're going to get the calls. And I just want to try to get it out there now that they do. IGS Energy does have peddler approval to be in the city of Collinsville. Okay, so reminders, recyclings for February, last dates will be February 26th and 27th, and then in March will be the 12th and 13th, the 26th and 27th. What's wrong? Oh, sorry. You know, just please separate your recycling from your garbage on your curb. If there's an issue, Tom, you know that, I mean, I should know this number off by heart. What is it?
What's that?
724-437-7336.
That's it. 7336. So if your garbage is not picked up or your recycling is not picked up, 724-437-7336. That is the fastest way to report to advanced disposal. And I'm going to tell you, Dave, we don't have any issues. If they do miss, Dave does work out the problem, and they come get it, or I can guarantee you that it doesn't happen again because he is on the ball. And I know that we've been having issues with commercial dumpsters. I don't know how lately, Ethan. He's our judge here. He has a business here in the city.
I will say that we had an issue with that, and it took a while to get it emptied, but it has been emptied ever since.
So you've been having it on a regular basis?
On a
There's
regular
not-
basis,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
I've had other calls. We were on the phone today about that as well.
Well,
I would have
Council
thought after
does have
last,
an option this year with our contract. If we agree, we can extend it one more year with their blessing as well. So,
I think we need to sit down and have a talk with them, because after the last conversation we had, it really shouldn't have been. I just would have thought that they would have gotten the picture that they can't make these mistakes anymore.
correct.
I just would have thought.
I agree with that, believe me. I totally agree with that.
There's a learning curve with that too. They did bring on a lot of new truck drivers. I'm not making excuses for them. I just know this to be a fact. And it's to
It's not
take
been easy.
somebody
It's
out
not been
there
easy.
and put them in a city, in one-way streets, all that stuff. Don't know somebody's down and back there. Mistakes can be made. Is how fast do they make up for them, and do they do the same ones over and over again? But they did have an influx of
I
new
wish,
drivers.
anything I wish that we could, that's the discussion, I think, is that maybe they should offer a rebate or some kind of a thing to the commercial dumpster.
If you're not going to pick it up,
customer.
don't bill them for it.
You know what I mean? Cut a little a break or something to at least ease the pain. I mean, that might help not have a person be completely irate over it, and instead of saying, "Hey, I'm sorry," sorry can go so much. But I definitely think that's a conversation we need to have.
I agree, I agree, mistakes do happen, and not just on the drivers, but also I think inside when trying to relay back and forth what's going on. But when I'm on the phone with somebody and they're telling me that it was picked up, and I'm like, no, there's no way. I got a picture right now. It's just, it gets irritating as a business owner, because you don't want that garbage out. It looks bad on the business, and
Well, you're also paying a lot of money for that.
We are.
service. It's not cheap to have the commercial
Yeah.
dumpster. Believe me, I know. We see it. But I will tell you this. Dave he's only in charge of the residential, but
Which we never get calls on.
we don't ever really get calls on. But he really does. He goes above and beyond for his job. That's why I said he deserves every bit of money he makes, and he should get a bonus every year for what he does for them, because he does go above and beyond for them. Okay. The Christian Church here on South Pittsburgh Street, they offer a free lunch the second and fourth Monday of every month. It's from 11:30 to 1. It's a really great thing that they offer, because it's definitely much needed. I hope that the community is taking advantage of that. I've never had any feedback of how that's going. February 23rd, which is this coming weekend. Yeah, this weekend, right? Yeah. Appalachian Creativity Center is having another open house. It's a great time to come in and see all the amazing products made by local artists that the Appalachian Creativity Center sells, and also see about all the programs that they offer there. I mean, and then, if you're there, you might want to try one of their escape rooms, because they have amazing, fun escape rooms that they've been putting on, and definitely worth it. They're fun. They're really worth checking out. March 9th and 16th, the Appalachian Creativity Center is offering a stained glass art class. It's $50. It's from 5 to 7 p.m. If you want more information, it's 724-208-1746. March 9th, another great fun event to get out and about. It's the Downtown Connellsville Simply Soup Walk. It's up from 11 to 2. It's $10. It's a fundraiser for the Downtown Connellsville that offers a lot of grant programs and beautification stuff for the business owners, and it's a fun day. If you're looking for a time to get out of the house, come into the city, walk around, see all the great restaurants and businesses we have, that's a great day to do it. March 9th is also another grand opening of a business here. The Youghiogheny Holistic Living is going to open up at 144 North 3rd Street. Which is right on the bike trail. The ribbon cutting starts at 10 a.m. They are going to be offering, which I've seen them advertising, a lot of great programs that you can go and sign up for classes. They'll have all kinds of different holistic living things at their business. They actually have a Facebook page now. You can go check them out right now, and see all the exciting things coming to the city. So I want to wish Emily all the best and everything she does there, because she's a hard worker. and we're gonna get to that later about her rec board. March 9th, I tell you, we schedule all of our great events on the same day. It's exciting.
Same time.
And at the same time, you know? Yay. From 10 to 3, there's going to be a book sale at the Carnegie Library. It's $7 and $12 for a bag of books. It's a great time. I know that they do accept, if you want to donate books back to the library, you can call them and see if they're accepting books. But it's a good time to go buy some books, check out all the great things at the Carnegie Library. March 22nd, it will be the last day for the comprehensive plan comments to be turned in at City Hall. Just found out today that April 20th is going to be the free community Easter dinner at our Conalta Senior Center. There is a Facebook page event that's been created, and you can go there. They're actually soon. They're going to list the items. Most likely, they're going to be seeking donations of hams for the event. And I know they'll probably need volunteers to help prepare the meals and serve them that day, which is going to be from 11 to 1 p.m. I just want to thank Michelle Pennington again. She's the one that helps put this dinner together, and it's a wonderful addition to our community dinners that we need here. May 4th? May 4th. So May 5th is a Friday. So May 5th,